What's up, guys? It's Gardy B with the Jenkins Jonez show. As always, I'm here with my good internet buddies, Dragonfly Jones, a.k.a. Tyler.
What's up, guys?
With Jethro Jenkins, a.k.a. John.
What's up, bubbas? And if you fuck with us, you want to see more of our content, please jump on YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
Here's my analogy. Here's my Colin Cowherd analogy. This was a well-planned bank heist. Every single person involved in the Bucks knew who they were supposed to. These two dudes are going to have to hit a security guard over the back of the head with the butt of a pistol. These two people are blowing the lock at this time. These three people are running in. This is how much money fits in each of these bags, and we're fucking out before the cops get there. It was the most like, hey, we've been there and won a championship, and you have not. Shit you've ever seen on the road in game one. The three of us have been real high on the Bucks for the whole season, but this was super impressive even to me that they would go and do this shit without Chris Middleton. Tyler, was this everything we thought we were going to see from the Bucks?
Yeah, the whole Chris Middleton injury kind of threw me for a loop because I have the Bucks winning the championship, right? Before Chris Middleton went out, and I mean Middleton's due to come back like next series if they make it out. Is that the timeline?
That's what they said. I think.
Yeah. And I think the Bucks can do it. I think the Bucks can possibly get past the Celtics, man. Even without Middleton, like it's just, bro, like motherfucking Lopez, bro, Brook, that motherfucker he's so good. He is so good at what he does, bro. Like it's, being the rim protector, he put on like a rim protector clinic. Like there were so many plays where you saw, Boston break through the wall and get to the cup and no. You know what I mean? And he wasn't, blocking everything. He was just, altering, shots, making them take bad shots there. And it's just, like you said, Mike, we saw a championship team doing championship team shit.
Ime has to figure it out. He got to find a way to get Tatum and Jaylen some easier. But looks, I mean, nothing came easy. It feels like the Bucks did to the Celtics what the Celtics did to Kyrie and KD last series, right? And like, we'll see what Ime, comes up with in schemes. But like, I mean, what was that stat, Mike, you sent us with Giannis, where he was like, people were like 1 for 20 something. When Giannis was guarding him or something.
The Celtics, according to Kurt Goldsberry, the Celtics shot 3 for 20 from the field when Giannis or Brook Lopez contested the shot, including 1 for 15 on 2-pointers. Boston was 2 of 23 on contested 2-point shots.
It's hard to win a game when you get nothing at the cup, bro. When you get nothing at the cup. Everything at the cup was challenged. You know what I'm saying? They was punching the shit out of, Tatum going to the bucket. Giannis sending his shit. This is a totally different series. I think, what we saw from Tatum, we said Tatum took a huge step, and he did. He took a big leap. But this is going to let us know if Tatum is right here or not. You know what I'm saying? This series, this is the big challenge. So, I mean, the way they guarded Tatum and Jaylen, I didn't see this happening. I thought, at least without, Middleton, we would see, because he's a good defender too. We would see, Tatum and Jaylen do their thing, but no, they struggled mightily. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the Celtics could do to change it. You know what I'm saying? To make it, but I mean, it just the Bucks is like a much better team.
I think, first of all, I definitely think this is just the opening round of what is going to be a great series. I mean, the Celtics, I think, are going to adjust to this and come back. They've shown that, obviously they're well coached. They have a lot of guys who play with heart. And I think they match up better than they showed in this game. But the other thing I would say is we have a saying in the Gardabasio family that every bully has a bully, right? You might see someone looking real tough out there, but maybe you're real tough to that person. And the Celtics were a bully last round. The Celtics were the bully last round, but, we talked about it on the pod. It's one thing to take a charge from this dude over here. It's another thing to take a charge from Giannis. And they put their show. I mean, Jrue Holiday, it wasn't just Giannis. They were going, all right, you want to take contact? We'll let the referees bail you out if they want to, but we're going to make you think twice about doing that. And how many plays did Marcus Smart get up holding his knee or his elbow or his shot? I mean, they looked like they were beating those. They were just beating them up, man. All right, now for a very special edition of Cock Talk on Jenkins Jonez. It's time to dig yourself out of that winter hibernation. Spring is here, and it's time to get sprung with Blue Chew. That's right. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, confidence can take you far in life. It can also help in the bedroom, especially when it comes time to step up to the plate, metaphorically speaking. That's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. You can take them anytime, day or night, so you can plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and prepared and shipped direct to your door in a discreet package. It's time to get off the couch and back to work. If your tool needs an upgrade, head to bluechew.com. If you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, Blue Chew can help. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code J&J at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com. Promo code J&J. That's JANDJ to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
I mean, that was as wild to me too. You know, like I didn't see them bullying the Celtics in this way as well. I mean, you brought it up last pod, talking about taking that charge is different, and we saw it in real time. You know, Marcus Smart. I mean, that man had like 46 things going on with him.
Yeah,
tough dude.
Super tough dude.
To even be playing it into that game. You know what I'm saying? Limping around. But yeah, like you brought up Jrue too. I mean, I know Jrue plays strong, but I thought at least with Marcus Smart, you know, that Marcus Smart could kind of match that. It didn't look like it. It didn't look like it.
So we'll see. I mean, I think they'll come back. You know, like I said, I don't think this is going to be like the way the series looks, but I do think you go win that one in Boston. I mean, that is, you know, people.
What would you change though? Like, is it? I don't think there was anything obvious because Giannis didn't.
No, they turned the ball over a lot. I mean, they turned the ball over. I think
so did the Bucks though.
No, for sure. But I think the physicality bothered them, and I just think it took them out of sorts. Tatum was pressing. I thought Tatum was really pressing for long stretches of that game. I don't think that those guys are smart. They're not just tough, but that's a smart team. That's where I don't think you're going to see that in game 2. I think they're going to be a little more understanding of, okay, maybe we were buying into our own press a little bit about us being the bullies in the NBA playoffs, all this other shit. We've got to toughen up and come back. I'll tell you what, the officials are going to be a huge fucking storyline in this series because they're both going to bring it the way that they did in game 1. And the refs could completely change that every successive game in any direction they want to.
Yeah, it's for sure a different series. You know, I saw, especially for the Celtics, they've got an opponent who can actually execute half-court sets. They got an opponent who is committed to defense. They got an opponent whose best player will make you pay if you send that double. So, you know, they got to go back to the drawing board, man. That Brooklyn game plan is not going to work here.
I mean, dude, we saw Giannis with the double unflappable. You talked about it in a group chat, Mike. How I'm like, what can you do to make him nervous at basketball court? You're like, nothing.
Right.
You know, you can't. There's nothing, bro. He was so comfortable, and I mean, like you said, like Tatum was pressing. You know what I'm saying? Like we were seeing Giannis with the hockey assist. You know, if he didn't get the assist, he was making the pass to get the assist. You know what I'm saying? And I was saying that he, you know, when you look at his numbers, we'll never see Giannis shoot 33% from the field again. But that's the thing about Giannis. He can still dominate a game when he's not getting buckets. And that's what
he was 9 of 25.
Him, KD, dude. I mean, when you look at his stat sheet at halftime, he had like 12 or 14, 7 and 7. I'm like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Giannis shooting under 50% is like an off night for him. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
he shoots 55, 60%.
Right.
Like, you know,
I expect him to be like about 62% on an average game. You know what I mean? Like,
you feel me? Like, and that's
normal.
We don't even bat our eye at that. Okay, that's Giannis. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, 33% from Giannis and still dominated the game. That's why I'm like, what necessarily can they do? I think Jrue won't have the same game he had this last game. You know what I'm saying? He tends to be streaky, but
you know, they're just a team that everyone. I just think the greatest, most underrated skill in the playoffs you could have is top to bottom roster knowledge of everyone's role, and that is something that the Bucks are. And Giannis is the organizing factor in that. When you know that dude's the top dude in the whole league, And Chris is so comfortable being the number 2 guy, but he's also clearly the number 2 guy above everyone else. It just, everyone kind of lines up. And so you make a great point. Jrue Holiday might not have 25 points next game, but the way that they played this season, Brook Lopez might randomly pop off.
Yeah.
Grayson Allen had a great game too.
Grayson
Allen had 11 points. He's had games where he had 20 plus, right? Like they have the ability, and I think Giannis has a leadership ability to find the guys that are who's going to be hot that night. What the Celtics have going for him is, as great as the Bucks play defensively, are the Celtics going to shoot 33% from the field again as a team? I just don't think so. Not in today's NBA. I mean, I
feel you, but the thing is, though, when you can't get nothing at the cup, and all you have is jump shots, that makes the game a lot more difficult. You know what I'm saying? It makes the game a lot more difficult when you become a one-dimensional team. And I don't know how they're going to get shit at the cup, being that they don't have the size that the Bucks have. You know what I'm saying? And dude, Giannis is. I don't remember. When's the last time the number 1 player in the league has been this much better than everybody else? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it had to be Brian in 2010, 2012, around that time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2018, Brown was the best player, but still KD was looking really close, right? At one point. I mean, dog, Giannis is so much better than, and we see Stephen A. Refusing to give him that. I just don't see anybody fucking with that man. And even on an off night, he finds a way to dominate. He just does so much to affect the game, dude.